Welcome back, everyone. Bienvenidos a todos. Hoy es el día número 56. It's day 56. We're wrapping up this unit, right? Which was a very weird unit. More like animal fairy tales. Not much way in the new, palabras nuevas, right? Es cerdo, yeah. El cerdo, la vaca, el pez, el búho, I feel like there might be one more. No, I think that's it. Or like new ones. Caballo, gato, perro, pájaro. Yep. And then the grammar topic was third person past tense. And singular and plural. And we'll do the irregulars, so fue and fueron, estuvo and estuvieron. Wait. Yes, estuvieron. We'll use cocinó and cocinaron. Use salió. Wait. Yeah, salió. And salieron. Bebió. Am I doing this incorrectly? Yeah, bebió and bebieron. Yeah, I think those are fine. Okay. And then we had two podcasts and adventure for yesterday. We had Office Joy. It actually turned out to be Lynn. Some keywords. There was a person, escribir, wrote a lot of carta in oficina, in la oficina, and that's about it. And they actually enjoy like disfrutar de estar está en la oficina. And of course, Lynn, what she enjoys is she enjoys couch time. Okay, I think this is the format I'm gonna start doing, where I pick up a few words here and there, throw them in, words that pop up. What is the second one? The second one was disappointing diary. So it was also good. In fact, the audio, right? The audio, escribir again, escribir, todos los días, right? Bonito, and of course, it is disappointing the audio because being pretty doesn't equate to antiquities, to being impressive, I suppose. Per usual. And then we have the adventure, which was something about dinner for Junior. This one was interesting. There was something that kinda happened. Okay. Alright, so paint the scene. So Junior is just chilling here. Like, this is the street. Junior's just chilling here. And then Vikram here. And you're Eddie. They're like in a street area. So you go from Eddie to Junior. It's like, oh, hey, did you enjoy the vacation? They're coming back from excursion, an excursion or a travel, and they're coming back. And Junior is like, tengo hambre, right? Tengo hambre. So then you go and Eddie asks, ¿qué? ¿Qué comer? Or ¿qué quiero? ¿Qué quieres? Oh, how am I today? I'm doing pretty well, Jack. So, ¿qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres a comer? Right? Or ¿quieres comer? And he said more or less pizza. And Vikrams have good pizza. So you go over to Rikam, who happens to be very conveniently here, and order pizza, and Rikam's like, ocho dólares, por favor. And Eddie's like, ay, no tengo cartera, right? Mi cartera, he lost his wallet, or he doesn't have his wallet. It goes back down here, and the weird thing here is right when you're going here, Junior's like, be careful, the street. Be careful of the street. The street can be dangerous. That was an interesting interaction. And then suddenly Falstaff pops out. It was a little cute thing where the taxi had like a Falstaff logo on it. But Falstaff comes out, and then you ask Falstaff, did the wallet happen to be in the taxi? And it's like, oh yeah, here you go. Then you go back, you order the pizza. And that's the end of the journey. That's the end of the adventure, right? Not too bad. Peligroso was used. That isn't part of the curriculum. And excursion. There's quite a lot of things that are not in the adventure. The dialogue is much more developed, so it's still the lessons themselves have yet to catch up with the adventure. The adventures are there are things that you basically know by context, very intuitive, but at the same time it isn't emphasized anywhere in the actual lesson. And you kind of get used to knowing that they're talking about past tense and present tense and desire, present progressive and whatnot. At least to me, you know that they're referring to that. But it's not in the same way as I literally know that, but more like because that's how Chinese kind of operates by that, where you know what tense it is because they would have to say it in that tense because it's happening. So there's enough context clues around the environment. And in Chinese, it's all context. There's no conjugation or anything. But when you see that, you can see the conjugation, but it takes a lot of like repetition to nail the conjugation. So a lot of times they would use indirect objects, direct objects, past tense, past present tense, potential. They also use potential as well in these situations, which is not reviewed yet in the current unit or up to this current unit. Yeah. All right, let's get into our lesson. Actually, I want to know if I missed something. Pez? Yeah, pez, bull, cerdo, and vaca. Yeah, so only 4 new vocabulary words on top of the grammar from last unit. All right, and we're doing half lessons here because we're extending the time. Give it a little bit of time. Describe our weekend. Let's go into our guidebook. Describe your weekend. Ayer pasamos un día hermoso en la nieve. Hermoso, all of that is review. Yes. Nieve, I don't think have been used as a noun, but nieve is. Disfrutamos mucho tu fiesta el sábado pasado. We really enjoy, yeah. Nothing here. Everything is standard. So far. Comimos mucho en la fiesta anoche. Anoche is slightly new. Noche we had, but anoche is like it's like last night. Yeah, it's more or less last. Yep. I like how ayer works in a way. Nosotras bailamos toda la noche, and then they're using it to express all night, right? We have the toda phrase. Cocinamos a mucha gente interesante. That's fair. Dormimos. Do we have dormir? I think we had dormir already. Dormimos mucho después de la fiesta. Yeah, we slept a lot after the party. Mi querido amigo Juan. You can use querido and querida to begin a letter. Oh dear. Well, that's awfully specific. I'm not sure how they're gonna pigeonhole. Describe your weekend. Oh, maybe like a dear journal, like journal writing. Like dear journal, I walked to the park today, or I went on a walk to the park, kind of thing. So you're dearing someone, or you're sending a letter and writing a letter to describe your weekend. Possibly like a pen pal thing to rope in querido, maybe. So querido Juan, ¿qué tal? Right. You can also querido and querida to refer to someone you appreciate and beloved ones. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've used that before. Salimos a cenar con mi querida amiga Ana. Okay, my dear friend Ana. All right, let's see what we'll learn today. Describe your weekend. So, la nieve, right?
Ayer nadamos 2 horas.
Nadamos, which is swam. What is swarm? Oh, okay. Ayer nadamos 2 horas. No need for a preposition. Interesting. I'm keeping track of all the times when certain phrases, certain times, certain amounts do not require or para, because it's gonna become overwhelming if I don't stay due diligent for it. We're gonna be dropping ahs and paras and pors and cones all over the place if I don't stay vigilant. Mi hija y yo nadamos toda la tarde del domingo. A ella le encanta ir a la playa.
La playa.
Okay.
Viajé el sábado a la playa con Bea y Lynn. Primero, nadamos un poco.
Okay. Pero hace frío en la playa. ¿Y luego? Interesting. But it's cold at the beach, and then what? Y luego. And then what? It says we travel, Bea, I went, right? Viaje, or she went, I guess. No, I went. Viaje, I went to the beach on Saturday with Bea and Lin. First we swam around a little. It's like, but it's cold at the beach. And then what?
Ayer caminamos por el parque.
Ayer caminamos por el parque. Yeah, so por. This is where things get a little wonky. Because caminar has a direction. Ir also has a direction. So they can be accompanied by different prepositions on how, and I used to just wing it out of, like, if you hear it often enough, you're like, okay, I'll just wing it for how it feels. But I think I'm going to be a little bit more vigilant moving forward. Back in high school, like 20 years ago. Like, por, para, sure, whatever. And it really does show in the last couple of units where I would be like, I would use por where I think I should use para, and para where I should use and it's a little messy. So we walked through the park, right? Por el parque.
Ayer caminamos en la nieve.
Yeah, see, now we have caminamos en la nieve. I forgot about en. I think this is true the other way around too. Those who are learning English, like Japanese, same deal. Like, prepositions are often so touch and go. So it's largely due to repetition, which I think the model that Duolingo uses can enforce that pretty all right. Because you might be thinking, oh yeah, but there's a pattern and rhyme to it. Not all cases. Like, actually, I think a lot of times in English it's just willy-nilly, and in Spanish it's kind of willy-nilly too. Japanese, though, it's kind of refreshing. Japanese is you have a bit more of a rigid structure for when the prepositions, like ni and the particles, how the particles work. The prepositions are weird in especially Spanish and English.
Disfrutamos mucho la cena ayer.
Disfrutamos mucho la cena ayer. Weird in a different way, right? Not bad or good. You just get used to it. At least that's how you would want to feel when you're learning a language. You get used to it. La cena ayer. Yeah, so like, for example, in this case, English lacks an article and Spanish has an article. English lesson article because English for dinner and breakfast and lunch is like casa in Spanish. At least that's how I view it. Where casa is kind of special, so you omit articles because it's the only casa most of the time. And in English, dinner is dinner. Like regardless, it's not the dinner, a dinner. Like most of the time is to enjoy dinner. So that's what I mean. Like you can still say I enjoyed the dinner. I enjoyed the dinner, I enjoyed a dinner, but oftentimes it's we enjoy dinner. So that I'm not sure yet in Japanese if that's a thing. So the closest thing is that in this case, Japanese do occasionally drop the O. This would be the O particle. So you would use the predicate enjoy, maybe like tanomu, right? Tanomu, and then you would use O for the direct object, and bangohan for dinner, and then yesterday would be kino. So like kino bangohan or tanomishita. Tanomishita? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Tanomashita. Mashita. Right, in the past tense or something. That's I was trying to do like formal past tense for tanoshimu or something like that. I think disfrutar is closest to tanomu. Anyways.
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado. Disfrutamos.
Disfrutamos. ¿Eh?
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado.
Disfrutamos mucho el mes. El mes, what?
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado.
Oh, whoa, you need to. El nuestro something new. Viaje nuevo.
Un mes pasado.
Wait.
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado. Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado.
I thought there was like a new trip or something. Our new trip last month.
Viajamos a México hace 5 años.
Viajamos a México hace 5 años. Oh, and then we have the hace phrase for the amount of time passing. Okay.
Nosotros viajamos a México el año pasado.
Nosotros
viajamos.
Viajamos
En México.
El México. Just México. El año pasado.
El año pasado.
Ayer pasamos tiempo con la familia.
Okay. We spent time. And this is where it gets like, this is what I mean by English, right? When this says ayer pasamos tiempo con la familia, you could say yesterday we spent time with the family, but colloquially it's yesterday we spent time with family. But in this case, now, you know, like Duolingo's like, oh, okay, now we're gonna put the in. But if I drop the, they probably still accept it. But they wouldn't accept it if I wrote con familia in Spanish. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm talking about when it comes to articles and prepositions.
El año pasado
pasamos 6 meses allá. Yeah, that's fair.
Ayer viajamos a la ciudad. Pasamos la mañana en la casa de mi padre.
Y luego, visitaste también a tu hermana? Yeah, and then later, did you also visit your sister? Right.
Ayer practicamos fútbol con los
Practicamos.
niños.
Practicamos. So what are they doing? They're just using we's of verbs that we haven't used we's of, I think. So far, almost all of it is in the present tense again. So we haven't used past tense except when it's in the question, like the dialogue form. Interesting. Practicamos. Oh no, wait. We have been using the past tense. Oh, we are using the past tense. Sorry. Right now we are using the past tense of the we form, which the we form doesn't change between present tense and past tense. Yes. And that's why I didn't notice, other than the context modifier ayer. So like if I was reading practicamos fútbol con los niños, it would just be we practice football with the kids or with the boys or with the kids. And then ayer practicamos fútbol con los niños is we practiced or we played soccer, football, right? With the kids. So they're just continuing because we didn't do the we form yet of the past tense.
Ayer
Ayer practicamos
practicamos
el béisbol. Or just baseball. Baseball en el parque.
parque.
Yeah, that's it. In the park. In the park. Most of the time, I would say at the park, not in the park. So then you would say, would you say a el parque, or en el parque? In fact, you say en el parque for both. I'm pretty sure. En can be at or in. When it comes to the other way around. So it's more things. At least I think.
Practicamos.
Practicamos muchos deportes.
Son
Wow.
deportes.
Deportes. El verano pasado.
El pasado.
Las. Okay. El martes pasado. Practicamos.
Practicamos
para el concierto.
concierto.
Oh, they wanted
Nosotros.
nosotros. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Nosotros ya comimos.
Comimos. Yep. And this is past tense because we already did it. So we already ate. Nosotros ya comimos. So they're normalizing ayer and ya in different ways to indicate it's the past tense. And in my opinion, this is far more Chinese than anything, where it's not the word that actually changed, it's the context of the sentence. So you need an indicator of time in order to know that it's yesterday. And that is kind of a funny thought. I didn't think of it this way, where there are moments where the conjugation doesn't actually change between past tense and present tense. It's still conjugated though. Like the most unadulterated way that it would be like Chinese would be, it would say comer regardless. Nosotros ya comer. And then, you know, nosotros ayer comer, or ayer nosotros comer. And it could be like tomorrow, you know, luego nosotros comer. It'd still be comer the whole time. And then English and Spanish both change up things.
Comimos en muchos restaurantes el verano pasado.
Although I do have to admit, going from eat to ate versus comer to comimos. I think comimos, that kind of conjugation is far more resilient to Japanese than to English. It's like, what the heck, English? Eat to ate? Come on. Why not eat to eat it? Just kidding. Gosh. That is like a rabbit hole for English. Like, why eat to ate when it's not eat to eat it? Or ate to ate it? Imagine saying ate it.
Comimos en muchos restaurantes el verano pasado. Comimos.
Comimos. Wait, comimos muchos.
Comimos en muchos restaurantes el
Oh,
verano
en
pasado.
En muchos restaurantes. El verano pasado.
El ver pasado.
Nosotros comimos.
Nosotros comimos unos platos muy buenos.
Corrimos mucho ayer.
Corrimos mucho ayer.
Ayer nosotras corrimos con unos amigos.
Ayer nosotros
nosotras,
amigas. Nosotras amigos. Wait.
Ayer nosotras corrimos con unos amigos.
Corrimos con unos amigos.
Ayer nosotras corrimos con unos amigos.
El sábado Eddie y yo corrimos juntos en el parque.
Y después. Okay, so now we have like 4 different ways of saying and after, or like and then, right? We have y después, y luego, and oh no, oh maybe it's just 2 ways, but they're showing that you can do that. Another way to say later, and after, and later. There's more. There's definitely more ways, but I don't remember. Oh, and after that, did you eat with them? Yeah. ¿Comiste con él?
Ya bebimos este vino.
De vino. El viernes, el viernes pasado, Ana y yo bebimos un vino muy bueno de Argentina en un partido. What are we going? Bar? Oh, bar. Okay.
Bar.
Bar.
Ayer salimos a desayunar.
Ayer salimos a desayunar.
Ayer nosotros salimos a almorzar.
Oh yeah, that's a good example. Desayunar. That sorta becomes for a noun instead of a verb plus verb phrase, which is weird. Ayer nosotros salimos a almorzar. Yeah, to leave, like to went out to lunch. So now this is not went out for lunch, but it's to lunch. And then this actually, in my opinion, says to go out to eat lunch. But in English, colloquially, you would shrink lunch, dinner, and breakfast. You drop the eat because it's already implied that you're eating the thing. So oftentimes you're going out to eat lunch, but instead, most of the time now, it's you go out to lunch, you go out to dinner. It's kind of like how the verb phrases got shrunken to just the verb, the direct object. Like I go out to I did karate yesterday, not I went out to practice karate. It's just I went to I don't know. I went to the football game. I went to see the football game. Or I went to play in the football game. There's no specifier. It's just you did things at the football game. It's implied. Which this comes out to yesterday we went out to lunch. Imagine having to translate these in English without a word bank.
Salimos temprano a desayunar, pero solo bebimos un café.
Salimos temprano a desayunar, pero solo bebimos un café. ¿Y después? ¿Comiste algo o no? ¿O no?
Anoche caminamos muy poco.
Anoche, oh my gosh, that kind of blended together.
Anoche caminamos muy poco.
Anoche caminamos, like that sounded weird. Anoche caminamos muy poco. Muy poco. Interesting. Extender and a dampener in the same place. Very little. That's funny. Very little. Very little. Like a lot of little. I don't think I use muy poco or very little very often in English. I usually pick the same direction most of the time.
Nosotros ya vimos esta película.
Nosotros ya vimos esta película. Vimos is irregular. Actually, this might be the first vimos in both past tense and present tense. I'm not even sure if we use vimos yet in the present tense. Oh no, ver. Sorry, ver. Not. This is. I'm thinking of fue. I'm thinking of fue. Fuimos. No, fuimos. I'm thinking of fuimos, not vimos. Ayer mi hija y yo nos quedemos en casa y vimos una película muy bien, no, muy buena.
Nosotros
dormimos
8
8 horas anoche.
Dormimos.
Dormimos mucho después de la
fiesta.
Anoche
dormimos en un hotel caro. Okay.
Anoche fuimos al cine.
Anoche fuimos al cine.
Querido Juan, ¿qué tal?
Querido Juan, ¿qué tal? Okay, so they just didn't have a theme. That's fine. Stick it in
¿Qué
there.
música escuchamos ayer?
¿Qué música escuchamos ayer? What type, kind, what? Oh, just what music? Okay.
Ayer escuchamos música toda la tarde. Ayer.
Music. Listen to.
Escuchamos música toda la tarde. Ayer escuchamos música toda la tarde.
Ayer escuchamos el concierto en la radio. ¿Tú fuiste con Oscar?
¿Hace mucho frío? No. Sí, fuimos juntos. Yes, we went together.
Anoche nosotros cenamos arroz.
Anoche nosotros cenamos arroz. We had rice. Oh my gosh, for dinner. Cenar. We had rice for dinner.
No cenamos.
No cenamos con Margarita anoche.
Cenamos en ese restaurante el sábado pasado.
¿Lo conoces? Sí, fuimos anoche. Oh, we went yesterday. last night.
Nosotras bailamos toda la noche.
Okay. We danced all night. Toda la noche. Anoche nosotros fuimos a un partido. Partido de... No, concierto. Concierto de música electrónica. Y partido... No, bailamos toda la noche.
Anoche escuchamos música.
Anoche escuchamos música y bailamos.
Ayer nosotros montamos un
Montamos un caballo. Caballo. We're just going all around. Yes. Okay.
Montamos nuestros caballos en la granja ayer. Montamos.
Oops.
Caballos.
Montamos caballos
En
la granja ayer. Wait.
Montamos nuestros caballos en la granja ayer. Nuestros. Ayer. Montamos nuestros caballos en la granja ayer.
Okay. We rode our horses.
Visitamos a Alberto el mes pasado.
Visitamos a Alberto el mes pasado. Last month. How does this work? Queridos? Oh, queridos amigos. What do you want to do today? Queridos amigos. Oh, dear friends. That's kind of funny. Queridos amigos, like best friends. Hey pals, bros. What do you want to do today? So, ¿qué quieren hacer? ¿Qué quieren hacer hoy? ¿Qué quieren ustedes hacer hoy? Or you could put ustedes different places. That's fine. Last night we visited our grandparents.
Anoche
Anoche visitamos nuestros abuelos.
a nuestros abuelos.
Anoche visitamos a mi tía, so was it querida or just say querida amiga Sara?
Querida
Amiga
Sara.
Okay. Fair enough. El boat. Just kidding.
El barco.
No lo conocimos ayer.
No lo conocimos ayer. We didn't meet yesterday. Oh, we didn't meet him. Okay.
No
la conocimos ayer.
Me encanta este barco.
Oh, and conocer is weird because it uses lo and la as opposed to le. So that's kind of le and la. I don't know. Conocer is kind of weird. Or is it like le and se or se and te? Oh yeah, instead of se and te, or just se. Could be le. I still haven't really sorted that out yet. But we're just sticking to what we know. Lo and la. Like instead of me, se and te. Me encanta este barco. ¿Ne? Okay.
¿A dónde fuiste después?
¿Dónde fuiste después? Since ir has a direction. ¿A dónde? As opposed to ¿dónde? But not sure if that's always the case. Fuiste. Where did you go? Después, afterwards. I'm not sure if you can ever say ¿dónde ir? I don't think so. Maybe not. I haven't really thought of a situation, but adonde ir is what I would usually go with.
Después.
Fuimos al...
Fuimos al parque y después al cine.
Ayer no aprendimos nada.
Aprendimos nada. Oh, we didn't understand anything. Learn anything. That's fine.
Aprendimos a bailar salsa en la fiesta anoche.
Aprendimos la salsa en... Oops. Aprendimos a bailar la salsa en...
Anoche.
Wait.
Aprendimos a bailar salsa en la fiesta anoche.
Oh, en la fiesta.
Anoche. En la anoche.
Anoche. So, aprender needs an a for what is this would be grouped into? Verb change. I would group this into a verb change. So when you're learning something like entender, aprender, and maybe even ayudar, ayudar, and possibly enseñar. No, maybe not enseñar. You need an a, and that's just because you do. There's no rhyme or reason other than because you do.
Anoche escribimos una carta.
Anoche escribimos una carta. Carta.
¿En qué ciudad estuvimos ayer?
¿En qué ciudad estuvimos ayer? Interesting. I guess it. ¿En qué or interesting. As opposed to like which city, like ¿cuál ciudad estuvimos ayer? This is saying in what city, like what city were we in yesterday? Which is not great, very not great. In English. Ayer mi hijo y yo estuvimos en casa y cocinamos, ¿ne? Cocinamos toda la tarde para la fiesta de hoy.
Cocinamos.
Conocimos la casa de Temike anoche. ¿Tú fuiste el verano pasado, no?
Temika. Wow, what a name, Temika. ¿Tú fuiste el verano pasado, no? No estuvimos en su casa. Fuimos al hotel. Usualmente ella se ducha antes del desayuno.
Ayer abrimos unas cartas de España.
And some, I guess. Yeah, some letters. Spain. Now we have de as a from. Not always from.
Anoche.
Anoche escribimos una carta. Or
Escribimos una carta.
Abrimos. Oh, we opened a bookshop. Abrimos una librería. Librería. Hace 5 años.
Hace 5 años.
A year ago. Okay. No, just kidding. Hace un año. Hace un año escribimos libro. Juntos. No. Oh, yeah, juntos. Un libro juntos. Okay. And I think that's it for new stuff. So I'm not even sure what is new this unit in terms of vocabulary. It's a grammar unit again, so
Aprendimos a bailar salsa en la fiesta anoche.
Yeah, like this. We learned to dance salsa. That is kind of it's understood because it's only one salsa, like it's the salsa, but I would in English, I wouldn't, for me personally, I would say we learn to dance the salsa, but it's redundant because there's quote unquote only one salsa. So to dance salsa as opposed, like I practice karate instead of I practice the karate. Weird. English, Spanish. What have we done? Ayer mi novio y yo montamos nuestras bicicletas toda la tarde.
Montamos.
No bailamos
No
ayer,
bailamos ayer.
pero disfrutamos mucho.
We didn't dance, but we enjoyed a lot. We really enjoyed. We enjoyed a lot yesterday. Wait. No, we didn't dance yesterday, but we enjoyed a lot. Ourselves? We enjoyed ourselves a lot? Oh boy, disfrutamos. No, no, anoche no vimos en casa. O no, estuvimos en casa. Mi esposo y yo fuimos al cine. Okay,
Cine.
fair enough.
Ayer nosotros disfrutamos mucho el partido.
Okay.
Cocina.
No lo conocimos ayer.
Ayer comimos en nuestro barco. Ayer. Comimos.
Barco.
En barco. Ayer comimos en nuestro barco. Ayer comimos en nuestro barco.
Montamos las
bicicletas el verano pasado.
Fuimos al parque y después al cine. Fuimos.
¿Qué?
Fuimos al parque y después al cine. Al parque y al cine. Después, fuimos al parque y después al cine. Comimos mucho en la fiesta anoche. Comimos mucho en la fiesta anoche.
Ya montamos nuestras bicicletas. Ya montamos nuestras bicicletas.
Ayer
nosotros estuvimos en la playa.
Anoche escuchamos música y bailamos.
El sábado
pasado corrimos cerca de la playa. Ups.
Viajamos a México. Viajamos.
Nosotras bailamos toda la noche. Bailamos toda la noche.
Okay.
Na playa.
mi novia y yo nos salimos anoche. Vimos una película en mi casa.
¿Y después hablaste con ella del viaje?
A mi hermano y a mí nos encanta hacer deportes y ayer practicamos fútbol con nuestros amigos cerca de la playa.
¿Los hermanos juegan al fútbol juntos? Yes. Ayer comimos en un restaurante italiano.
Querida Julia, te escribo este mensaje porque te quiero decir algo importante. Ayer conocí a Joel, tu hermano, y me encanta. Chao, Luz.
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado. Disfrutamos.
¿Eh?
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado. Mucho.
Muchos viajes.
El mes
pasado.
Nuestro. Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes.
Ayer a las 6 fue a comer algo y después a las after 6 o'clock, so 7 fue a un concierto. It has to be after 6, so it can't be 3 or 5. Technically it can, but I don't know. El viernes, it's a better answer for 7. El viernes pasado abrimos un vino porque ahora vivimos en una ciudad con muy buenos vinos.
Vivimos.
Yeah. Yes, vivimos. Ayer en la tarde caminamos en la playa sin zapatos. Zapatos sounds good, fine with me. Ayer hace un año. Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos.
Escribimos.
Ya bebimos este vino.
Okay. Bebimos. Already.
Aprendimos a bailar salsa en la fiesta anoche.
All right. Now for the highlight of the day. The unhinged story. Come on. Give it to me. Send me an email.
Mándame un correo electrónico.
Okay.
Lynn y su abuela, Lucy, están visitando Madrid. Ellas están en un restaurante.
Es tan bonito estar aquí otra vez.
¿Cuándo viviste en Madrid, abuela?
Hace 30 años.
That's a long time ago.
¿Podemos ir a un museo ahora?
Sí, pero tengo que ir al baño antes.
Okay.
Lucy va al baño.
Okay.
Un hombre llega al restaurante. Él mira a Lynn.
Interesting.
Te pareces a alguien que conocí hace muchos años.
Ooh. Oh, he knew a long time ago, yeah.
¿Perdón?
La quise mucho, pero...
La quise mucho. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, no. Osgood. What about Osgood?
No sé dónde está ahora.
Uh-oh.
Lucy vuelve del baño.
Lucy.
¿Nos conocemos?
Rip.
Soy yo, Marco. Te escribí muchas cartas, pero nunca me contestaste.
Aw.
Tus cartas nunca me llegaron. Viajé por el mundo en barco.
Interesting. Tus cartas nunca they didn't receive, but... What?
Pero ahora estás aquí. Ahora podemos estar juntos.
No. It seems like needs to give Lucy a lot of her old things. Wants to start a relationship. Yeah.
No, ahora voy a ir al museo con mi nieta.
Rip.
La próxima vez, mándame un correo electrónico.
Wow. Wow. Alright, I wasn't really expecting that. Doesn't like her. She never got the letters yet. That sucks. Están visitando. Conocí. Museo. Renta. Cartas. Oh, this one was kind of a bummer. That one was kind of a bummer.
Mándame un correo electrónico. Lynn y su abuela, Lucy, están visitando Madrid. Ellas están en un restaurante.
Es tan bonito estar aquí otra vez.
¿Cuándo viviste en Madrid, abuela?
Hace 30 años.
¿Podemos ir a un museo ahora?
Sí, pero tengo que ir al baño antes.
Lucy va al baño. Un hombre llega al restaurante. Él mira a Lynn.
Te pareces a alguien que conocí hace muchos años.
¿Perdón?
La quise mucho, pero no sé dónde está ahora.
Lucy vuelve del baño.
Lucy,
¿Nos conocemos?
soy yo, Marco. Te escribí muchas cartas, pero nunca me contestaste.
Tus cartas nunca me llegaron. Viajé por el mundo en barco.
Pero ahora estás aquí. Ahora podemos estar juntos.
No, ahora voy a ir al museo con mi nieta. La próxima vez, mándame un correo electrónico.
Someone's got either a wrong mail or they got some love letters. You know? Conocí. Renta. Mundo. Perdón. Nunca. Feels bad, man.
Nieve.
Nieve.
Estuviste.
Estuviste.
Viaje.
Viaje.
Barco.
Barco. Oh, we did have barco, though. I think barco might be the only new vocabulary.
Ayer nosotros pasamos una hora, pensamos, pasamos. Nadamos.
Nadamos muy poco el sábado pasado.
Ayer caminamos en la nieve. 9. Nieve.
Nosotros no nadamos en la tarde ayer.
Viajamos a México hace 5 años. Caminamos mucho el viernes pasado.
El bien.
A mi hermano y a mí nos encanta hacer deportes y ayer practicamos fútbol con nuestros amigos cerca.
Ayer practicamos béisbol. ¿O al béisbol? ¿En el parque? ¿En el parque? Oh, no al. Oh, interesting.
El mes pasado viajamos a un lugar con nieve.
Ayer.
Ayer pasamos.
Una
hora. Hora en la playa. ¿Qué? Oh, nosotros. Normalmente compramos la comida los sábados, pero el sábado pasado pasamos todo el día en casa.
Compasamos.
Okay. Ayer mis amigos y yo practicamos fútbol en el parque.
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado.
It's a lot. Stop. Okay. Disfrutamos mucho nuestros viaje el mes pasado. Oh, yeah, we didn't need to conjugate. He has to agree with viaje. That's right. No nadamos. Ayer. A tarde, no. Tarde pasado. La tarde pasada. Okay. Or en la tarde. Oh, okay. En la tarde ayer. Okay. Fair enough. Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje. Whoa. In mucho nuestra cena. Ayer? Okay. Or la cena. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I see. Because they're just referring to the dinner. Fair enough. Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje el mes pasado. Nosotros dormimos 8 horas anoche.
Bebimos el mejor vino del restaurante anoche.
Nosotros comimos el pastel de cumpleaños.
Comimos en muchos restaurantes el verano pasado.
Esta mañana
bebimos un chocolate caliente muy bueno.
Salimos a cenar con la familia anoche. Anoche.
El domingo pasado dormimos demasiado.
Demasiado, too much.
Anoche vimos las fotos de tu...
Ayer
corrimos
muchos con unos amigos.
Ayer nosotros salimos a almorzar.
Excuse me?
Ayer nosotros salimos a almorzar.
Ben le escribe un mensaje a Claudia. Ayer fui con Pedro a un restaurante increíble. Comimos platos españoles deliciosos.
I didn't know what It's el sábado. El sábado pasado. Corrimos cerca de la playa.
Luz y yo vimos una película nueva ayer. Es la peor película del mundo y también es muy larga.
Unicornios mutantes.
Unicornios.
Mutant unicorns. Unicornios mutantes. What the heck? Un película nueva ayer. Es la peor película. Muy mala. I know. ¿Te vimos? ¿Te vimos anoche? Okay.
Ayer salimos a desayunar a un café nuevo.
Okay. Bebimos. Nosotros bebimos café. Café. Bebimos.
Desayuno.
Bebimos café en el desayuno. Really? Okay, that's fine. That's a weird way to... okay. I mean, it's fine. No corremos. Corremos esta mañana. No. Oh, corrimos. Whoops. Wrong conjugation. That's an ir. Correr. Not correr.
Ayer.
So what did I do? What did I mess up here? Ayer we went running.
Corrimos.
Corrimos. Oh.
Con unos amigos, nosotras.
They didn't. It wasn't. They didn't run a lot. Okay. Oh, it's after midnight. Dang. Okay. What day is it? May 15th? Anoche visitamos a mi querida amiga Sara. Sara.
Estuviste.
Querido.
Querido. ¿Ne? Querido.
Pasado.
Pasado. Estuve.
Ayer
Escuchamos música en la fiesta.
Anoche escuchamos música y bailamos.
Anoche cenamos después de las 10.
Nosotras ya fuimos a ese restaurante.
Ayer montamos un caballo.
No bailamos, bailamos.
¿Qué música escuchamos ayer?
Nosotros no bailamos. Bailamos en la fiesta ayer.
Querida Julia, te escribo este mensaje porque te quiero decir algo
Montamos bicicletas. I don't know. We need like nuestras bicicletas. El verano pasado. They wanted last. El domingo fuimos. El domingo fuimos a la playa y montamos a caballo. Caballo. Sí, siempre pasamos los domingos en la playa. Ayer cenamos a las 11 porque la gente en España nada tarde, manda tarde, come tarde. But the people eat late? Anoche cenamos después. I guess we had to do like last días. Oh, heckin' day. I forgot the day for después. No vi. No fuimos a la playa ayer. Fine. Visitamos a Alberto el mes pasado. El mes pasado. Anoche cenamos después de a las 10.
Viaje.
Nieve. Barco.
Estuvimos. No, estuvimos. Yes, estuvimos. No aprendimos nada en esta clase.
Viaje.
Viaje.
Querido.
Estuvimos. Estuve.
No lo conocí.
No lo conocimos ayer.
¿Fuiste a la playa en el barco? Barco.
Ayer abrimos unas cartas de España.
Brasil es famoso por sus playas y el carnaval de Río. A
Interesting.
muchos turistas también les gusta viajar en barco por el río Amazonas.
A pasar sus vacaciones.
Estuvimos en casa todo el día ayer.
Ayer fuimos a una clase de cocina. Aprendimos a cocinar sin carne y escribimos muchas recetas nuevas con tofu y vegetales.
¿Fue una cocina? Works.
Ayer escribimos una carta en francés.
Oops, that was a typo. Fuimos al parque y después al cine without the day. Yep, gotta remember that. el viernes pasado
Vivimos.
Nos gusta aprender cosas. Ayer conocimos. Aprendimos a bailar salsa. I mean, that's fine. Ayer estuvimos en la playa. Fuimos a la escuela y después al parque. Conocimos mucha gente interesante. Ayer conocimos dos chicos mexicanos. Alright, one more? Oh, two more actually.
Ayer
Ayer
corrimos con unos amigos.
what? Oh.
Nosotras.
Disfrutamos mucho nuestro viaje. Viaje el mes pasado.
Anoche visitamos a mi querida amiga Sara.
Ayer.
Ayer visitamos a Miguel. Oops. A Juan y Miguel. Después Miguel.
Después.
Oh, flip. Oh, I tapped twice.
No la
Jeez.
conocimos ayer.
Ayer cenamos.
Antes de las
La 11.
No lo conocimos ayer. Aprendimos
Aprendimos a
montar.
montar un, no, just
Montar
maybe like aprendimos, no,
a
montó
caballo.
el caballo,
El
no,
a
caballo el verano pasado. Yeah, that's a different one too. Lo no lo conocimos ayer. El mes pasado visitamos lugares nuevos. I wasn't sure if I needed an author. Wasn't sure. What do we do? What happened?
Ayer.
Ayer visitamos a Juan y después a Miguel. Okay. All right. Last one.
Nosotras no dormimos bien anoche.
Ayer conocimos a tu amigo Juan.
Nosotras
bailamos toda la noche.
El sábado pasado practicamos estas canciones.
El viernes pasado.
Vivimos.
Okay.
Ben le escribe un mensaje a Claudia. Ayer fui con Pedro a un restaurante increíble.
Nosotros vivimos cerca de un río.
Vivimos.
El sábado pasado salimos de la ciudad en un barco.
Salimos.
Okay.
Marco, es Albert. Anoche conocí a una chica increíble en la discoteca. Bailamos juntos y pasamos una noche hermosa, pero no sé su nombre.
Okay. Queridos amigos, ¿qué hace? ¿Qué quieren hacer hoy? Son of ustedes. Oh, hacer, ups.
Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos.
Come again?
Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos. Hace un año escribimos un libro juntos. Corrimos mucho ayer.
Ya bebimos este vino. Ya bebimos este vino.
Oh, I missed the S. Dang it.
Disfrutamos.
Disfrutamos
Mucho.
mucho.
Nieve.
Or is it el nieve? La nieve?
El invierno pasa.
Es la nieve.
Anoche visitamos a mi querida amiga Sara.
Ayer,
Ayer nadamos
nadamos 2
2
horas.
horas. Alright, that's it for today because we're doing half things. Alright. So we have what did we learn today? It's very small. I'm pretty sure it's still bardical. El bardical is the only thing I remember that is new. Oh, I guess also la nieve. And that's it. And then we did amos and emos. That's it. Amos and emos, because that's how they split past tense. It's amos and emos. And then for first person is e and e, no a, e and e. Right, so that's it. And what's our pod for today? That's a very fast unit because it's largely practicing conjugation. Grammar goes pretty quick. Grammar typically goes pretty quick because it's bootstrapping through all the vocabulary words. So you get a chance to review all the vocabulary words. City park talk. That sounds like a Lucy thing. And what would we talk about city park talk? Just anything, really. Yeah, you just describe evening. Two people describing their evenings or whatever they did during that. And that's it. As far as I know. Yeah, not much. Let's go check. Oops. Estuvimos. I guess I should write estuvimos because I kind of screwed it up once. Or like on Jerk Reflex, I said estuvimos. Estuvimos. Aprendimos. Cocinimos. Conocimos. Articles. Niwa escuchamos. Visitamos. Mantamos. Cenamos. Bailamos. Fuimos. Fuimos, right? And then, oh, querido. We gotta remember querido. Querido. Oh, and anoche, actually. So we have 4 anoche. Corrimos, comimos. Comimos, vimos, dormimos, bebimos, nadamos, pasamos, disfrutamos, caminamos. Caminamos, viajamos, practicamos, and nieve. So I have to remember to add anoche and querido, which is about 4 or 5. It looks like they restrict themselves to 4 or 5 terms for a grammar unit. And then when it's not a grammar unit, it's like 8 or 10-ish. And then that's themed. So pretty interesting. All right. It's a pretty... That was very relaxed. Very relaxed. Grammar units are practice, practice, practice. Hey, take it slow, you know, one at a time. Alright folks, that's a wrap for Spanish, and that's a wrap for today. It's already past midnight. I'm gonna try to get an earlier start tomorrow, I suppose. Squeeze in some clear obscure at the end. So if you're gonna watch this later, muchas gracias. Again, you're always free to follow along. Duolingo is free after all, especially the Spanish flagship course. I quite like it. Apply yourself, right? You still gotta apply yourself. Look up look up some nuances, especially prepositions. Prepositions are a nuance thing, or the personal all the different like personal ahs and turn of phrases, especially articles. Definitive, indefinite article usage is wild. Gotta practice them case by case. I actually think this type of constant bootstrapping does kind of help with pairing up the as, cons, pors, and whatnot, if by anything, by repetition, because I think most of them are inconsistent. Like you can kind of do some generalizations, like, oh, this imparts a direction, so you might want to use directional things. This implies an activity. This is a period of time, so you can omit this and whatnot. That takes some extra, either extra practice or maybe delve into some grammar on that side. So I've been doing a little bit of that here and there to reinforce the repetition, see some patterns, make some exceptions in my head. Yeah, feel free to follow along, right? I would love to hear more people share their approaches to how they're reviewing Spanish, specifically reviewing, because I haven't really encountered something that was way out of the box. In terms of vocabulary is still vocabulary. You gotta acquire your vocabulary in whatever convenient way. It'll be interesting to see how people who learn Japanese versus Spanish, how they uniquely acquire vocabulary, I suppose. So until next time, right, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hasta luego. Bye bye.